You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the June 15th meeting of the Michigan City Commission for Women. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Okay, well, we do have a quorum, so let's go ahead and, it is 5:35, calling our meeting to order. Roll call. Linda Conley. Here. Lori Wick.
Lori Wink.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Faye Moore. Here. My mind is in multiple places right now. Sarah Jones. Here. Great. Christina Isabel. Here. Albertine Allen. Absent. Veronica Martin. Absent. And we're missing Angie, our city council liaison. Okay. Well, this is our first official week of having our new commissioner in. Lori Wink is here to join us. So we're so happy to have you.
Thank you, happy to be here.
Great. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, just so that we can hear? Should have warned you about that one.
Some welcome, huh?
Did you all have to go through that?
Yes, we did.
Well, I just have to say I've lived in this community 20 years in July.
Wow,
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, I really love it. I'm from Michigan originally, but I've done a variety of things since I've been here, including working with Drew White at the News Dispatch for a while as a reporter. I worked for the United Way for a while. I did some teaching at Purdue North Central when it was North Central. I was managing editor of the Northwest Indiana Business Quarterly. So basically, communication, education is sort of my thing. And I think that's enough, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, we're really excited in all things that we really need support and help with the commission, I would say. So, the next thing down is we still do not have not appointed a secretary, and so you'll see those main minutes. I kind of try to throw them together. I think I need to rewrite them a little bit better, even though I did give them to you.
So what is the role of the secretary?
Role of the secretary. Oh, of course, you asked me that. I don't.
Well, you have it on the agenda.
I do.
So I thought you were either gonna bring it or you were
I
going to.
know. I have. It's in the car.
Oh.
The role of the secretary.
Take the minutes.
Basically,
Basically, it's taking the minutes and then submitting them to
The IT,
Gail.
city IT.
and
the city
end
clerk.
the meeting within 2 weeks' time, I think is what it is. And then the secretary also, if the vice president isn't here, takes that role if needed, if there's something that's needed in that realm. It's really just about minutes and reporting them in. But if we do not elect that person this evening, would someone be willing to take the minutes for us for the meeting?
I'll do it.
Thank you.
I'll take on the secretary role if you need. I mean, I guess it's a vote.
Yes.
Don't everybody fight me for that.
So I don't mind, I'm a laptop person, not a paper pencil person.
And is it being recorded?
We are being recorded.
I mean, so is it being recorded so you can just go to the recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then in our last meeting, there were like 2 people that were taking minutes, but they're not here. And so I tried to quickly do them before I was running out this evening. But I don't think I put enough detail in. But we can look at that. And if you think it is enough detail in our minutes, then we can look for that. So,
You have copies of that?
yes, it's there in your pile that I gave you.
Minutes.
Right there.
Oh, thank you.
You got 2 copies to give. You got it.
The only thing is we cannot vote you in Lori, because we don't have enough people without you voting. Which
I thought as long as you had a quorum, you could do the vote.
But can she vote for herself?
Oh, no, she can't.
I can't, oh.
So if,
I mean, she could. I guess she could, yeah.
is that okay?
Yeah, she could vote for herself.
Okay. Well, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Well, excellent. Any opposed? Great. Thank you for
It's
stepping
always
into
the
that
writer that
role.
gets the secretary's role.
So again, I quickly did this just right before I ran here. If you want to look at the main minutes, I do think I might be able to get a little more information in there.
You do have the secretary's thing.
That is a different,
Yeah,
that's something else.
Looks like covers the territory,
It does, yep.
so
If we're okay with that.
I move to accept the minutes of the May meeting.
Okay.
I second the minutes.
Okay, great. All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent, good, thank you. Great. Treasurer's report, nothing has changed. Bonnie is out of town. So we are at the same balance right now of $16,933.04, 4 cents. Okay, moving right along. I would like to add in one thing to our agenda, and that is the May 25th event. So let's put that after Juneteenth, if that's okay. Just
The May 25th.
yes, which was the roundtable luncheon.
It was tabled. The meeting
Oh, it was tabled. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, okay, so now to talk about Juneteenth before we get into that. We don't have all of the details yet, like where we would be going to set up, or the exact time of when they want the community resources table there. As of right now, those that have agreed to sit at the table are myself, Lori, and Sarah, and Faye can be at the table between 2 and 4, did you say?
Mhm.
So I don't know how long we need to be there, and I guess I will try to find out more information tomorrow from Denise, but I cannot give us that information this evening because I don't have it.
You can text us.
Well, like I had said earlier before the meeting started, I would say if you guys got there at noon,
That's what I was thinking too. Like,
from noon until 6, as long as, we're covered from noon to 6. I didn't stay until the end. I didn't know about the 6 o'clock line dancing.
yeah.
So I can be here
That sounds like
from, I said 2 to 4 or something like that. But, so I can extend the next 2 hours.
Well, 12 to 4 seems like a fine amount of time, don't we?
Most events, most people try to schedule the persons for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Normally 2 hours and switch out.
Yeah.
Somebody else come for 2 hours and then sometimes people have done 2 hours, go home, refresh, come back and do another 2. You know, people have done that also. Well, at most events that I've attended. Because most times I'm there for the whole event, so.
Yeah.
And the other people be switching out. I take my lunch break and potty break when the other people are there.
Should we be concerned that this is Juneteenth and that we could have just white women at the Women's Commission table? Is that of a concern to any of us?
To me.
Now, I think anyone that supports the Women's Commission can be at the table. That's your question, right? Can men be at our table?
Just asking for a viewpoint of, presence.
It doesn't matter to me, it could be men or women,
Okay.
black or white.
Right, yeah, it
Asian,
doesn't matter to me because we want
Doesn't matter.
men to support us.
Okay, great. Linda, would you be able to join us at this?
I'm gonna be gone, I think on the 18th.
Okay.
So, and I don't think I'm gonna get back in time.
Okay.
I can come at noon.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'll set us up. I got the table. I'll bring a couple chairs. I can also bring a tent, like, to, cover just in case. But according to Angie, said that there were plenty of shade trees.
Trees.
If it's in Fetter's Alley, it's gonna be shady.
Yeah. So we have the tablecloth. Right now, I have materials from the ACLU. I have materials from Minority Health, that is a broad range of health resources. And then Lori and I connected. She is great for you can. The second sheet
The fact sheet.
is a Michigan City Commission for Women fact sheet, and I will make sure that the logo is down and this gets printed properly. If we can just take a look at this is really awesome. I'm really appreciative of Lori for kind of streamlining our commission and what our goals, responsibilities, and the events that we do. It's kind of a one-pager that we can hand out to let people know what it is that we do. So if you just want to take a quick look at that. Again, it says our purpose, ensure equal opportunity for all Michigan City citizens to participate in the economy, government, education, social development, justice system, and all facets of life. History, the City of Michigan City formed the commission in 2012, one of only 3 women's commissions in the state of Indiana. Our goals, set annual and long-range goals to identify needs and create awareness and education efforts, identify available resources, services, and collaborate with providers, advocate for pay equity and better health care, affordable child care, and non-discriminatory workplaces, and monitor government policies and encourage appropriate legislation. Responsibilities, develop action committees to address issues, work with Michigan City Human Rights Commission on mutual objectives, advise Mayor and Common Council on personal hiring, report annually to the Common Council at first meeting in March, administer the Commission for Women's Donation Fund for targeted purposes determined by the Commission, such as public education, member training, and grants to organizations. Our signature events are the International Women's Day in March, Equality Day in August, which is the 26th, and our annual meeting in September.
Technically, after the signature events, there should be a colon there. I've done it on all the other ones.
Oh, okay,
So
yes, okay, I will make that.
you've got the master, right? You can
Okay.
just throw that in,
Yeah.
Christina.
And then I'll drop that down. Anything on here that we'd like to add? Is it reminding you about what we actually do?
Another thing, I'm always the editor. Under email,
Yes.
part of the address is underlined.
Right. Part of it is
the
not.
whole, and I don't know if there's spaces. What is the email address? Is it
There's no
commission?
space, is it?
Is it Commission for Women, that whole?
Yes. It
Yeah,
is.
there's no
Maybe
space. There's no spaces, right?
No. Okay. So
And the whole
Because I know every time I try it.
Yep.
whole thing should be underlined then.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
And with no spaces.
I know I added a C in there, so maybe I messed that up.
And I think, the Facebook address isn't there anymore, so I don't know what happened.
Okay. I'll put in Facebook address.
We don't have a Facebook?
I guess we do.
No, you know what? It might have been. I might not have.
Oh,
It's on the
mine's,
next page. So we do have a Facebook,
oh,
right?
mine's has it. Has Facebook, Michigan City.
Yeah, it's just the name, but it doesn't have a link.
The
to
actual
Facebook.
link.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. I gotta add that.
so it needs to be added in.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
actual link.
The spacing gets weird.
But when I start typing it in for my search, it comes right up.
Yeah, we don't have neighbors. Well, and just to save space, originally I think I had bulleted all those points under the headings, goals, responsibilities. That really tightens it up, so I don't know what happened to the bullets.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, I put little, these.
Oh, yeah.
And so when
the dot.
that's all in a sequence, it doesn't have the space in between, so it condenses it.
Mhm, mhm.
So it makes enough space. I think it's easier to read when you put the bullets in.
Right. when you
So
put the bullets.
versus it, having
The
that.
bullets were in there, but they're not on here.
They're not on the,
Right. I was wondering why.
I could make like a brochure with this
I can
if
go back into the
that's
document.
something that you'd like.
We were definitely thinking
Sure,
of making a brochure for it.
that would be no problem.
Oh, you can make a brochure between now and Sunday
If you really wanted me to, I could do it tonight.
and get them printed?
Well, you'd have to relay it out. I mean, this was just intended to be a one-page,
Yeah,
Maybe-
just with this information. Or just for future, I was just
I would think
thinking.
it'd be great for the future.
Yeah, no, I think that's why we were creating it for, to have
Yeah,
that.
we wanted to have some shelf life for this, I think.
I can do that. I'll work on it tonight and send you something.
Okay.
And you can go to Facebook page to get the pictures.
Are we still gonna use the Facebook? We're gonna use the fact sheet? I mean, do I need to reformat anything, or you're just gonna do that, Linda?
Sarah, but yeah,
Or Sarah,
I can put something together tonight and send it to you all, and then you can decide what
Okay,
we can,
Okay.
it could be a work in progress
that's
or.
great.
Well, I can send you the email of it, so you can cut and paste versus retyping everything.
I type faster than.
Oh, okay,
than I can
okay,
cut and
then I'm
paste.
gonna let that go. But what I really like about this is that, you know, it's really showing us in a clearer way than the bylaws of what it is that we do. And it will really help us in our September meeting too, just to keep us all on the same page and what we want to accomplish. So great, okay. Well, then we'll go for it. I mean, I imagine, we did put up to $300 in our budget last month for printing. So, yeah.
The nice thing with printing too, if we don't use it all, you can use it for another event.
Yeah, no. So I think as long as I got to the printer by Saturday, I guess I'd probably be fine.
This is only part of this here.
Because I probably won't make that many of them
Right,
for
yeah.
this first run.
Take one to put up. Brochure together. I took a picture of it, yeah.
So you'll print.
Yeah.
Pass that to
Yeah.
No, it's on this here. I got that.
Okay, so that will be going. So we'll have that as well as all these materials for the table on the 18th. So let's just figure out how we want to do our time schedule. We didn't do that part for the Juneteenth. So let's just say set up an arrival at noon. And then I can go ahead and do the first. I don't know, do we
if
want to
I
be
find out-
alone at the table? I don't want to be alone at the table.
I should do two.
I could start, I would prefer
Should be
to do the
two.
earlier
Okay,
time if I could.
okay.
So I should come later, I guess, than if you two were gonna be there.
12 to 2.
Should I come at 2 then?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Um,
Sarah, Christina, and then,
and then I'll hang out with you a little bit.
And if I find out that it's earlier, I'll email you.
Okay. And then, yeah. And then Faye comes in.
So if you're going to be bringing a table, I'm gonna assume you're not gonna be able to drive
Oh yeah, how would I?
to set that up, so.
Right.
No, they probably let you into. Do you have a park sticker? Oh no, you don't live in city, do you?
I
It's Cheyenne in the city. You got your park sticker?
I don't have my park sticker. I meant to go get it today and I forgot.
Yeah, as long as you
I'll
get this park sticker,
yeah, I have mine.
then you could.
I'm just thinking if it'll be blocked off, I don't know.
I don't think so.
So we have to bring our own table, is that the idea?
But that's why I say if you're there at noon to set up, I'm sure they'll be able to let you in. Somebody will be there to move the gate so you could set the tables
Okay.
Yeah.
and let yourself out. Because they already announced on the radio today that there will be no parking or standing on Lakeshore Drive
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Because it's Pride Fest starts on Saturday. So that's what they were announcing, that Saturday and this weekend,
Yeah.
there will be no stopping or standing
Maybe if anything,
on
you have
Lakeshore
my,
Drive.
you have my number, you can text me if we need to drop it off close to it, I can stand with it until
Okay.
you park and then
Okay.
load it out.
Anyways, you have all the stuff, Christina.
I know.
You're bringing everything in the literature too.
Yeah.
Bring some big kids
You what?
down. I'll bring some big kids down.
Are you printing everything yourself, or you going to a printer?
Well, we'll see what brochure, what we have, and then I'll definitely take it to a printer,
Oh.
hopefully. You know, Office Max probably,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be Saturday. Or, you know, or maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, she gets it tomorrow before 2. The Beecher is open until 2
Okay, yeah, I'll check them out first.
on
Where
Friday.
is the Beecher now?
It's still where they've been,
On Franklin Street?
on Franklin
Oh,
Yeah.
and 10th.
I know all that.
It's just, you can still get in, you can get in there.
Okay,
That's exactly where this
okay, thank you.
barricade is at 10th.
Yeah.
But if you come down 9th, which is the side you need to park on anyway.
Okay.
So probably then, I mean, because I'll have to get the table and stuff. So I'll come back around 4. And if we decide we want to stay till 6, we, you know, I don't know. It's just.
How big is your
before.
table?
It's like one of these kind, but it's a folding one.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause I can probably just, you know, try on, right? You still, cause that's not far from me.
No, that's true. That's true. I can even come by and pick it up tomorrow, the next day. So, but whatever.
Right,
We're
right.
fine there. Okay. Good. Yeah. Anything else that I'm not remembering for Juneteenth? I did hear that this question why we weren't at Pride Fest, and I said well, we didn't get asked, but maybe,
We didn't get asked?
but yeah, to be at to have like a table at Pride or anything.
Oh,
I know. So maybe next year we need to consider that in our what we're doing, or at least let them know
mhm.
who we are, that we're here, and that we, you know.
Yeah, but Deb's and them know, so I'm surprised.
Are they always the same weekend, Pride Fest and Juneteenth? Or just Pride Fest?
No, I think it just
vary?
happened this week. I think it just happened, this weekend.
Yeah.
What is the Pride Parade? Are we having one of those in Michigan City?
I don't think they had they haven't had a parade.
Oh.
Because before they were out at, it's beautiful, that sign was,
Oh, yeah.
was where they were at the last time. And I was thinking it was in July, but it might have been
June is
June.
always Gay Pride Month.
Oh, so then it was in June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was in June.
Um,
But the, Juneteenth, this is the first year
It's always
since, no, it's the first year that we're actually doing Juneteenth.
Oh.
Juneteenth has been done in Michigan City, to my knowledge, since 2009.
Oh, okay.
And that was when the NAACP had it out at Coleman Field, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Now, I'm up in age, I might have forgot a year or two. But the paperwork, I was looking through all my papers, and 2008 was, or 2009
yeah.
was the last time I saw we did Juneteenth, so.
So it's good that it's happening. And it's good we made it happen.
Both cities declared it a holiday, right?
Mhm.
LaPorte in Michigan City. This is the first year though?
First year,
Uh-huh.
that's where we
Um,
jumped on it.
Great. So there we are. Anything else? Oh. So May 25th. So after our last meeting, that very next day, we ended up having to cancel our roundtable luncheon. As of right now, I do not know another date to make that happen, but all I do know is we have, Nakia has received full payment, so full $1,000. 500 of that is non-refundable. So if we don't find another date, or if we don't produce something else with that, you know, she can move it forward. If we don't move it forward, we will only get part of it
Did she give
back.
us a time limit? Usually it's about 30 days.
She did not give us a time limit. She did say to me that she needed to know as soon as possible what our next date was.
So that was on a Wednesday, right? On a Thursday, that was on a Thursday.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was.
No, it was a Thursday. So do we wanna keep it on a Thursday?
The one thing is I'm not exactly sure of Dr. Motley's schedule now. I mean, I suppose we can find out if he still wants to accomplish this.
Oh, so he didn't give you, that indication that he still wanted to do it? So I
Albertine
think,
did not give me
so I
that.
think we have to find out when he's available and
Yeah.
then go with whatever he's available.
Yep, makes sense.
Do we want to reschedule that one? Or do we want to try to do something for August 26th? Now I'm kind of blending these two streams together.
Mm.
As of right now, I'm a little concerned that we don't have enough support to do another big event. And because it was just Bonnie, Angie, and I at the subcommittee meeting to plan something for August 26th. Bonnie is now no longer available that week. I'm in New York.
Mm.
For sure, the thing that I'm doing is on August 22nd, so I'm not sure when I'm returning. So this means if other people on the commission want to step up to organize and plan that event, it can happen, or we can hold off on this year, maybe just do a proclamation or something smaller on that day. The one thing that we did when Bonnie and Angie and I were together, we talked about the idea of a march into a rally, and that's just way too much for me to try to make happen, personally. So
Well, I can't watch, sorry. I can barely walk.
so we're not marching.
Yeah, just a march
I
in
can
and
get
of
a scooter,
itself.
I'll get a scooter.
It'd be nice if we were marching in a larger parade, but just to have our own march, I don't know. And it's August 26th, it could be really hot.
Mm-hmm.
What has usually
So-
been done on that day?
Usually what we have done in the past, well, last year was a little bit different because that was our 10-year big gala.
Yeah,
In the prior to that, we've always just done a luncheon. So hence why I'm saying, do we want to reschedule a luncheon to represent this August 26th Women's Equality Day, which would have to happen on the 26th, which is a Saturday.
it has to happen.
It does not.
Oh,
No.
were you suggesting we might roll in the idea of the round table
I'm just trying
to
to
the
say,
August 26th?
is that a
date?
possibility?
Then we wouldn't lose the
Then we don't
money
lose our
for
money
the Disney
Right. It makes
deposit.
sense.
create something else.
It's a ready-made
I think
package.
I'm back at work then, so during the day is a no-go for the first month for me.
Right.
If it was a Saturday, then I
And so
Then
would
we could, so-
Veronica would be back at work. And she works with juvenile facility, I believe. Oh, is it Swanson Center?
Swanson Center.
Swanson Center.
So I'm just trying to figure out what we can actually accomplish with the woman power that we have.
Well, I think we should first find out when and if Dr. Motley can do the, his event. And then decide after we see what dates he can give us.
Okay.
And if he can give us 2 dates that we can choose from.
Okay. Great. I will.
And so if one of those dates is in August, then we just do the one event in August and make it Women's Equality Day with focus on opiates and
Yeah. So I mean, you know.
oh, let's kill 2 birds with one
Well, it
stone.
sounded like a good program.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes. And we had quite a few people.
We had 77
Oh,
people
wow.
signed up. Yeah, Linda had a lot.
I don't know if August is a more difficult time frame, family
Well, like
I mean, we could go on any date that he, I mean, if he says he can do it in July.
Well, I go
I
back
suppose we could
earlier,
try to
but
make it
Just like
happen.
it's summer.
that is that
Yeah,
week.
summer's hard.
the kids go back the 9th.
Summer is
That
hard.
Oh, go back to the 20.
No, the 9th, the week of the 9th.
Oh.
So,
Of
I
August.
can't remember the dates, but
Wow.
That's on a Wednesday.
I can't remember what the date, it's that week. Like I start Monday and the kids start
You could have been to
Wednesday
school
or
around
something.
this July 29th.
And yeah, back to
Not
school.
thinking
around
that far ahead yet.
I know, that's why I am really.
I lie, I am, because I've already started planning.
I agree with Faye. I think that we should find out from Dr. Motley what days he has available. And then we can, and I think it's a good idea to roll the two events into one.
Being so close in time.
Because you'll have the people there anyway, and then have one big come.
Well, I guess we have to ask Nakia too.
Yeah,
To swear with Nakia.
yeah. She's waiting for us, I mean, to get back to her. But I don't think we want to lose our $500, so if we can reschedule a luncheon, I think we should.
Makes sense.
And really Albertine is our contact for Dr. Motley. I don't have his contact information, so I'll give her a call tomorrow and see if she can find
And
out.
if she doesn't, I do. He's
Oh,
my,
yeah.
he's my doctor.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna try to reschedule that with the potential of that happening on Women's Equality Day, or around that time frame.
Well, I think it would probably want to be sooner than that if we can.
Because Women Equality, that's on the 26th, that's a Saturday.
I know.
That would be
Right.
really
That's not a good
hard.
day, is it?
And I know he's not going to do a Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not sure opioids and Women's Equality Day is the same scenario, because it's really about suffrage and, our right to vote and our
Right, it
and all
is.
that, so.
You mentioned a proclamation.
Proclamation, like maybe there's just something,
That sounds good.
like I wish we'd lit the city up in
Mhm.
some way, because then we could just light it up in purple, but we don't do that, so it's a hard one to make happen.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So maybe let's try to see what kind of proclamation we can come up with. And what that would mean. Okay, so we're gonna push that off till July. July meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo! Okay, so the next agenda item is our annual retreat date, and this is really just to come up with that date. In the past, we've done that in September. It is usually a longer meeting. We usually do that on the weekend so that we can have food
Everyone there.
and everyone there. We don't have everyone here today, but can we suggest a date that we then send out to everybody?
Is this a local retreat?
Yeah.
And you said it's during the week?
No, no.
During
We've
the
always
day?
done on the weekend.
Usually
we
Saturday.
usually do
Usually a Saturday morning.
Yeah, we usually do like a
So
brunch.
people can
We bring,
finish up their day.
yeah. We usually everyone brings some food.
Yeah.
Last year we did it at the on Homer Street, the
It was,
Franciscans.
yeah,
Some
Francisca's
space.
Health Place Center or whatever.
So if we're looking at Saturdays in September, maybe in lieu of our meeting date, which would be the 21st.
You said yours is the 21st?
That's when our regular meeting is, so we won't be
Didn't we
meeting.
couple it? Yeah, we coupled it.
But
Too.
we could do it Saturday the 23rd, or the weekend prior is Saturday the 16th.
I'm not saying either one right now.
I'm good with either.
Okay. And maybe a 10 to 1? Does that seem long enough? It's 3 hours?
Should be.
Okay.
This is to
The
plan for the
16th
year.
would be better for me,
Okay.
but I would like to say that is Rosh Hashanah.
Oh.
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
Okay.
What date is that?
The 16th.
16th?
Because the 24th is NAACP, we have our state meeting,
We definitely don't want to do
On
that
that.
again.
our state quarterly meeting on that day.
So Christina, the annual retreat, is that a planning for the coming year?
That is planning for the coming year. Thank you. That's helpful. Planning for the coming year, I'd like to really talk about, what's working on the commission, what's not working on the commission, what our roles are, what we want to focus our funding on for the following year, our initiatives. We would be moving off of women's health, which we did really for 2 years, into the categories, but that years ago we talked about kind of having like every other year being certain categories like entrepreneurship or women's empowerment or education and healthcare. We can figure out what categories we want to focus on and try to get maybe a 2 to 3 year plan instead of just a 1 year plan. And that might be beneficial for us as moving forward.
So the categories that you picked, like it was women's health
Yes.
for 2 years, are they based on the perception that these are the greatest needs in the community?
Yes. Yeah. And we really like to use this annual meeting to really talk. We don't have cameras on us to really like find out what's inspiring you at this moment. What do we think our needs are in this community? Maybe there's some sort of questionnaire that we need to send out to people to find out what maybe city council is thinking about that we need to focus on. Or what is the city focused on in this following year? What is the state commission focusing on? The state commission just sent out a really nice, and I will forward you this, childcare. Childcare is really, Indiana is one of the worst states for childcare in the country. That might be something that we're interested in focusing on. That's one of their focuses. I'll send you that email of what they're doing right now. I will also say that in July, Jordan Teskey Harrison the Indiana State Commission for Women's Director will be coming here to our meeting
When?
in July.
Great.
I meet with them monthly, although we didn't meet for a couple months, and we are trying to get more commissions for women in the state of Indiana, and we are also looking for funding support or administration support for commissions for women. So she's gonna come share, talk about what they're working on, how we're working, and all of that.
This is what's her name and title again?
Jordan Teskey, Teske Harrison.
And she's the,
I don't
I can get it.
I don't know her exact title actually. She runs, she's like the director of the organization. She's not like the board president or, it's quite a large organization. And so it'll be nice to have her here and to hear what they're focusing on. That will also inform us for our September meeting.
so we want everybody to be here.
Yes.
That's the next meeting date would be July,
Oh, and I'm so sorry, I put August 17th in there,
is
didn't I?
it July 17th?
It must be, hold on.
July 20th.
What's our July?
Third Monday, third Thursday.
Third Thursday.
It'll be July
1, 2,
20th.
3, the 20th, gosh.
You just skip July
I
altogether.
just skipped it together, apparently I was ready for a break. Okay, July 20th is our next meeting, so. And that's-
Christina, you might want to shoot that to the
I'm gonna
members
tell her,
too,
yeah.
so everybody makes that commitment to the
Yeah.
July 20th date.
Great. Okay, so right now we're looking at September 16th from 10 to 1 as our potential annual retreat date. I'll look up some locations to for our next meeting to talk about. Okay, moving along. Bonnie is not here today, so we do not have a legislative update, but I do think they were closed their session too. City council liaisons, we do not have anyone here. Any additional commissioner comments?
Good stuff.
We're moving it through today, huh? It's just going fast. We have no public comments. I feel like there should be something else, but we did Juneteenth. We're going to be there at 12. Sarah and I are starting. And then 2 to 4, Lori and Faye will come. Okay.
Oh, I did have something. We have a new group that's coming to Michigan City called Kindred Community Resources, KCR, Facility-Based Respite Program. And KCR was founded in 2019 by 3 longtime work associates who felt that a better way to serve families in Indiana. And they currently provide family-based respite for all 92 counties in Indiana, and are looking forward to adding additional services in the fall of 2023. And I just have to, I just got a little spill that was sent to me.
Okay.
So if you guys want to take a picture of it. Ramon Webster is a program director, and he has his contact information on there.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
I would let the secretary have it.
You let me have it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd have to take a picture. Okay.
You don't have to,
I get all this.
you don't have to take a picture. And I wrote the names.
Oh, thank you. But you want to keep this, right?
No, I need this, but I
Yeah.
know it's write the names for everything.
I think I
I
have
didn't know
them
if you
from
had
her.
everybody's name.
I think I have them from her email.
And there might be an email, yeah.
But this is
We've done minutes from last time too.
Great.
It sounds like it's a good program.
Yeah, that sounds
To
really
help
interesting.
families that are in crisis and going through some struggles.
Yeah.
They help provide resources. I don't know what yet.
Yeah, great. Awesome. Well, I think we're done. According to the agenda. I'm sure there's a lot more to talk about, but based on our agenda, we are complete for tonight.
Well, not having a city liaison person here and not having 5 or 6 other members.
Yeah. We are still short one commissioner, just to give you that
Really?
update for the city council
What position would
appointment.
that be?
It's just the city council appointee, which Leslie Cole has been on that, sent in a application.
So she hasn't responded, or she has?
No, she's waiting for city council to even look at it.
Oh.
She's been asking about
Well, she asked them and they still haven't responded?
I've asked,
yeah.
And you talked to Angie and let her know?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Angie's been busy too,
Yeah.
working with the Juneteenth and some other stuff. Yeah.
So hopefully by next month, we will try to have that resolved. That's my goal.
Yeah, I'll probably see her this weekend, Angie, and I'll try to mention it to her.
Yeah. But well, also, that's one thing though that we, this also is very important at our annual retreat meeting, is that if 4 commissioners leave now, we really need to have clarity on what the commission is, who would be helpful in
And maybe we
pushing
need
us
to-
forward, and we need to really think about who should be a part of the commission,
Right.
and really look at the bylaws to make sure that we are addressing the healthcare, education need, and all of that. So, and also looking at the age range of us.
Yeah, and maybe they need to be
Yeah.
amended to different categories or different, because it was kind of certain categories of people
Yes.
because we was trying to, especially education, we definitely, we could probably have two for education, you know,
And health,
and health definitely,
you know.
women's
I
health.
have reached out to Keisha at Minority Health because it is in the bylaws that someone from Minority Health is always on the commission.
Right.
So she did not reply yet with a
Well, that's why,
positive match,
that's
so.
why Albertine, but does she come off this year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah, we definitely need her to step up.
Yeah.
Or get one,
Or one of the board
Or one of her
members.
board
or
members, yeah.
Someone.
right.
So I had
I'll talk
already
to- I'll
sent
talk to
that
one of
out.
them.
So, great. Well, we are all set. Our next meeting date is July 20th, August 17th. And thank you so much for your time, and we will see you guys all on Sunday.
Okay.